Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Morning Huckleberries, Day 3. I'm tired.
It was hot yesterday. Very, very hot. We're in the middle of a heat wave in Jersey and most of the East Coast, if I remember correctly.
I realized we should probably introduce ourselves each time for our page.
Okay.
Even though this isn't going on our page, I need to, it is going to be shared after we're done live here, but we need apparently to get to 100 followers on our page to go live on it, which is annoying, and I don't want to ask people for things.
I wish I could figure out to put it on my TikTok, because then I feel like it could blow up, but we haven't figured that out yet.
Oh well, blowing up's not my goal, but
be fine.
But not that it's important, but I'd do it for you. So if you could throw Sunday Morning Huckleberries a follow, we'd appreciate it. We're just trying to get to 100 so we can do lives on there. So, what's up, babe? Oh yeah, you're Jennifer Huckleberry.
Oh, I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Tyler Huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
And this is the show. And we're in love.
And we're going to talk about college.
College.
Today. I have either experiences or favorite memories, how it impacted you in that vein.
What's your favorite memory from college?
Well, I think we should say like where we went.
Okay.
Because it's important and kind of repping. So I started and got my associates from, at the time, Burlington County College, which is now Rowan Community College. And then I transferred to get my bachelor's at Southeastern, which is where Tyler and I both met in Florida. And I am currently enrolled in TCNJ for my master's.
Cool. What's your favorite memory from college?
It's not so much one memory as it was the whole experience, because once I finally got to Florida, even though it was really, really hard for me to be that far away from my family while my dad was still sick, he luckily was at a healing point when I finally did leave, but that's still hard, was the freedom on so many levels. One, just getting out of your parents' house and starting to experience taking care of yourself, which for me was exciting because I feel like I was accomplishing something, having an apartment with friends and being able to pay the bills and all of those adult things. But the freedom that meant the most to me was to just be completely surrounded by like-minded people, whether it be the other theater majors or theater students, or just any of the classes. I love college. I'm a nerd. I really like learning and reading and people challenging me on my thoughts. And so the freedom to try and start being an adult, the freedom to be around like-minded people that encouraged me, because my parents just didn't really know what to do with an art ticket. They let me do art, but that wasn't their passion. So to just be around other people that have that passion as well was really encouraging. And the freedom to spend the majority of the time with those people and learning from those people and just having fun with those people. There's so many countless good memories going to the beach with my friends and the manatees, and going on the girls' trip to the Disney park, our SeaWorld. Like, there's so many memories, and later on I can pinpoint one in particular, but for me it was such a happy collective experience. And I was still very happy at the community college because I was around theater people and great professors and stuff, but I still wasn't fully free yet. So once I got to Florida, and Florida is such a beautiful place to go to college for, it was mainly just very happy memories and a very positive experience. How about for you?
So your favorite part was everything?
Yeah. But isn't that a good thing? I think that's exciting that the whole thing for me was a positive experience, because I can't say that every journey in my life I can say that about.
Mm-hmm.
In jobs and things, I might have a few good memories, but overall the experience was negative. I have a ton of good memories, and overall the experience was absolutely amazing. And we both went to a private Christian university, so I wasn't partying or anything. That was never my interest anyway. But yeah, all of those things, just freedom. Freedom is the key word on so many levels, and that was such an exciting thing to feel. I felt very, very happy and excited in college. Challenges, of course, but the overall was a very, very happy, very positive experience.
You said no partying, and I didn't until the end of college. And we went to a party.
Yeah, one
Halloween party.
Yeah.
And it was... I ruined it.
A very bad memory?
You said it was all your favorite.
That wasn't college. We were married and graduated.
No, it was right at the end of college.
We were in the new apartment. We were married.
It was with all the college people.
Yes.
So.
But we were graduated.
But no. That was like the first time I was ever drunk, and I've never been that bad again. It was the jungle juice stuff, the stuff that tastes like juice. You don't realize how much is in it, and I probably had 3 or 4 full cups in an hour, and we were playing Guitar Hero at the time because it was, it's still big. It's got like a cult following, but it was at the height.
The thing. Yeah.
But I don't know, when you see everything scrolling, and then you look away and the whole room it was bad. But the freedom part, I resonate with that too. I remember being in a small car, and there were like 7 of us college students in there, and just filled with excitement, even though we were crammed. And one guy just got so excited, he opened the window and put his whole body out and was just screaming in the air. And then we got pulled over for distracted driving.
They probably thought you were drunk. Luckily you weren't.
No, we weren't. That part wasn't a habit, but at the end, that I got that experience out the way, I guess.
There were a lot of happy car rides, now that you talk about it. A lot of either with you or with other friends, just singing at the top of your lungs.
Yeah. In
the car. So much fun. So much fun. I had a little bit...
belting Kelly Clarkson.
And Aerosmith, and with all of our college friends, and singing angry white girl music, as I call the genre, at Chris. Was really fun. One of Tyler's roommates that basically took on the role of my brother while I was away from my brother, with teasing me and making fun of me, but truly caring about me, I think. Chris.
Of course he did.
Still up for debate.
No.
No, I love Chris.
He's still our friend. He's just a little farther away than we were. That's all.
No, but my friends from college, even though we're all over the place now, and my roommates, it was all very positive experiences, and it's been really fun. We got to connect with some of them through Zoom and such during COVID, which was really fun. I did a group video talk with all of my former roommates. That was so much fun. And just to see where they're at in life now through Facebook or Instagram, and still watching each other's journey, like following Lou's art, and it's really exciting. And even though none of us are in areas where we could hang out, really, the college friends from Florida, it's exciting to still follow their lives and their journey and casually talk. And I'm fortunate that I still have from the community college Sarah and Margot, and we hung out recently close by. All of my college friend experiences were very, very positive, encouraging, happy experiences. I thought of a memory that I want to share. That's funny.
Does it involve a laundry basket?
No, but it's along those lines. So I was very annoying to my roommates, but in a fun, like, playful way. And Mikkel, my one roommate, who I call Kelly, she did very disciplined in doing yoga every morning. Mm-hmm. Very disciplined, and I am not. And so I would wait until she was in a full headstand, and I would push her over. I would, like, wait around the corner and, like, wait till she got to that point just to push her over. And the one day, like, she knew I was coming, and so when she heard my feet, because I would, like, happy run to her to knock her over, she tackled me and started, like, wrestling me on the ground, and I'm screaming and yelling for help, and my roommate's like, you brought this upon yourself. My third roommate. And just how much fun I had with my roommates and friends in college. Very, very sweet time.
I don't think I could have said the laundry basket thing without you explaining that.
Oh, so I was a little bit of a prankster, which you were too in college. You and your friends had some prank moments.
Yeah.
But I would either take my roommate's flip-flop, and we were on the second floor, and throw it down, and when she would go to get it, I would lock her out. And then she'd be at the window, like, let me in. I'd be like, I can't hear you. Even though I could. And then I would also take her phone and run and put it in the bottom of my other roommate's dirty laundry, so she had to, like, go through it to find it. And again, it was the same running down the hallway feat of being mischievous. But they would get me back.
Yeah.
I don't remember specifically any pranks they did to me, but they would push back too, which was really fun. And it was always happy laughter. I would never do it if it really truly upset someone, but so many laughs and so many fun times.
It's kind of like how I like, I don't want to make you mad. Really seriously mad.
Oh,
but that face you make when you're irritated, but it's over something that's
I think a lot of people like that.
Ultimately not important. It's
because
my
the
favorite.
Students push me to that face a lot.
Yeah.
To excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah. And you do your 5-year-old stomp on the ground, you know. But it's adorable. I don't mean that in a mean way. I love that. Let's see. What was... I remember... I got two things. Two memories. So I remember going into the dorm, and all the guys were around, and I was like, what's happening? Well, they had taken the cafeteria trays from the cafeteria, put soap all in the hallway, like dish soap, and then put water over it.
Was this in the small dorms?
This was in, I can't remember the name of it, but it was one of the main dorms. And they were just surfing on cafeteria trays down the hall. I'm sure somebody got in a lot of trouble. And then, what was the other one? Oh yeah, there was a guy who we had gone to been together, not me personally, but yes, me personally as part of a group. We had been together for several semesters, a couple, I guess, and I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a money situation where he could go to school there, but he couldn't afford the room and board. So what we did as students is we pulled together and kept moving him to different rooms throughout the college. So each night he'd like be in a strategic spot, and when the RAs would come and do room checks, we'd just move him. And we would smuggle cookies from the cafeteria just for him. It was sweet. But how did we meet, babe?
What is that face? So I remember first.
This is the face of the love of your
the
life.
night I was supposed to officially meet him, and it didn't happen because he was tired after work. I was crying in my friend's car because I just found out that my cousin was engaged, and although I was extremely excited for her, I was like, no one loves me, you know, self-pity going on. And it was ironic because who didn't know future me was going to be marrying you and sitting in the car and waiting for you to come out. But I had actually seen you and found you attractive way before we ever met, when you were dating somebody else, when you were singing on stage. And then we had a class together, and I didn't like you anymore because you were really mean to the teacher and just flirting with all the girls and showing up right when class started in your pajamas. And the Ravenclaw in me was not happy with his Slytherin behavior. And so, do you want me to say exactly how we met? Like, officially when you met me, or do you want to share that?
Yeah, we've got a few minutes. Go for it.
Well, technically we only have 2 minutes because I
That's
said
all right. We'll
for
survive.
5 extra. But
We'll survive.
so I had a stalker. Yay, being a female. And so I had my one friend walking me from my dorm to the cafeteria just because this boy would leave me alone if I had other guys around me. And you came with him, and I didn't know that. And I, again, second floor, slid out to be like, Romeo, oh Romeo, to my friend, because I'm a goober and a theater kid. And I slid out, and he was there, and I just froze. And what did you say?
Hi, I'm Tyler.
I said, I know.
And then she walked past me.
No, I went back in the dorm. Because I ran around the dorm screaming to the girls.
No, you did that initially. You come out, at least how I remember it. You came out, burst out the door, Romeo, Romeo. How do we start a story better?
I only got to the second one.
And then you ran back inside, and I was like, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
And then you came out, and I'm like, hi, I'm Tyler. You're like, I know. And then you just walked past me. Like, you composed yourself and decided you hated me for a moment. And it's like, who's she?
Mysterious right off the bat, when actually I was just embarrassed and didn't know what to do with myself.
And it turns out we were already in a class together, and
I was aware of.
I didn't see her at all.
And I wasn't far. I was like 2 rows behind him. It's not like I was far.
Yeah, and I was just bored, hitting on the girl next to me.
All of the girls around him.
During that.
Not one girl.
But like in a nerdy way,
girl.
my game is weak. So
you so came off as a popular jerk that didn't care about anything. Like, didn't care about your grades, even though you got good grades without trying, which made me sick because I had
tried.
to study all
Just
night.
didn't try all the time.
But it was funny because I was like attracted to you instantly, but when I found out that you were dating someone, I let it go. And then you show up at my doorstep when I knew you guys had broken up, but like I had never thought of pursuing you because I had a crush on somebody else. And yeah, and then it was interesting because you temporarily like decided not to pursue me because I had told you I originally wasn't coming back. I struggled the first semester being away from my dad, and I was wrestling with coming back or not. I loved college, but I also didn't take any theater classes or clubs the first semester, which was not smart. And I think that was what was making me sad and missing home too, is that I hadn't connected with the theater people yet. And and then tell them how we reconnected in very quick time.
How we reconnected?
Through what during the summer? What'd you find?
Zynga?
My poetry.
I don't
Tied
know.
to like our Southeastern hashtag or something like that.
I don't know if you remember Zynga, but she would post poetry on there, and I would do the same nerdy thing. I'm a poet nerd. I love it. I love play on words and beautiful things. Anyway, we connected on there, and then we started texting, and then we started calling, and we were dating before you even got back.
Which I was thankful for, because to have 2 months of only being able to talk to somebody just really helps you get to know them for who they are, you know? It was very awkward at first when we first came back because we were so close, but yet, like, hadn't even held hands yet.
Yeah.
So it was like, this is weird. Because we had already talked about marriage, we had already talked about kids and stuff, so it was really awkward at first, but
I know we got to wrap it up, but I got to bring it up because I was raised in a very just a very traditional Christian home. Nothing wrong with that. I love the way I was raised and learned so much from it. But what was my point? I got it. So basically we had met, and then like I loved you, and I love you. I shouldn't say I love you, past tense. But I asked your dad if I could kiss you
on the phone.
Yeah,
and
he said, "Put Jennifer on the phone."
He knew. You're gonna have to grab the timer so it doesn't go off soon. He knew something was up because I didn't even want to call him or talk to him. And I was like, "Hey, Dad," and so he just knew in the tone of my voice something was up. I was like, "Tyler wants to ask you something." And he's like, "Okay."
It's like, is it okay with you if I kiss your daughter? Which is just a bizarre question to begin with. But then he's like, "Put Jennifer on the phone," and he's like, "Is he gay?"
That was like my dad's thing all growing up. Is anybody I had a crush on, he like any celebrity, he'd be like, "He's probably gay," just to crush my dreams.
Yeah. The rest is history, I guess.
Yeah.
We dated for a year. We're engaged a year. And now we're...
How many years married now?
Well, married 17 in July. So, with talking and then dating, it's close to 20 years. All right. I know our page says 20 years. It just rang better. It rang better, and we're very, very close. We're very, very close. So, I love you.
Love you too.
Have a great day.
Bye.